Good morning, everybody. Walking into Disney's Hollywood Studios. By the time you guys watch this, if you watch it as I release it, it will not be morning time, but it is morning here at the Disney Hollywood Studios. It's Disney's Hollywood Studios. I always called it the Disney-MGM Studios for so long because it was just something that made it special to me. And eventually I stopped saying it, but I have a hard time remembering it's Disney's Hollywood Studios. It's my favorite park in the entire world. I love Disney's Hollywood Studios more than most. And it's weird because there's not a single attraction in here that I have to ride every time I come. I love Tower of Terror. I love Rock and Roller Coaster. I love Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. I miss the backlot. I miss Great Movie Ride, obviously. Great Movie Ride was that ride. I would come here and I always rode Movie Ride, no matter what. Sadly, it's no longer here. However, this is still my favorite park because of the architecture, the history, because it did deal with television and film. It was a studio. It was a real working studio at one point, and I'm still finding things that were filmed here or related to this studio to this day. But a lot is going to be changing about this park. They're going to be changing a lot to this park. And I figured I never really do this, so let's give a World of Micah take on my thoughts on the upcoming changes to the Hollywood that never was and will always be. I'm going to walk around the park. I'm going to show you what's coming, what's going away, what's changing. It's going to be a time. We're going to do a full walk around the park now. Let's take a closer look. I still can't believe they changed these. I mean, I love the new ones. You got Mickey parking right here, but I remember it was like television film parking lot over here. And all the Disney characters. I still have photos of those. But nothing is really changing out here in the parking lot of the park. They've updated and changed everything with the addition of the Skyliner, and I think all that is here to stay. But the changes that are coming, kind of big. I mean, it's not like a new a new churro stand is coming somewhere or anything like that. No, this is big time changes. Like I said, I love the architecture here. And right away at the front when you walk in, it's wonderful. It lets me know I'm in Hollywood. Not the real Hollywood, but a state of mind. Like a Michael Eisner and everyone at the team, Bob Weiss, all the team that worked on this wonderful park that I love. Hey, good morning, Bo. It's a warm one today, Bo, and I wore a black t-shirt. 'Tis the season, right? Halloween is here. I got a lot of Halloween stuff coming up on the channel. Just all in time. I'm about to travel a lot. About to be gone for a little bit. It's gonna be good. I'm excited. I just told everybody, Bo. I was actually telling you, but I just told the whole class. But we're here. Hooray for Hollywood. As I was walking over here the other day, I noticed this little building right here has a window on both sides that pulls up, you know. And I wonder if this is where they sold like tickets to tapings or anything. I don't know. You have the lockers over here, but this is a unique way to walk in the backside here of Oscars. It's something you really don't see. They're not really changing anything up here. From time to time, they'll add or take away something or do some maintenance on some buildings, but other than that, this area of the park is here to stay. Thank goodness, because I love this view of Hollywood Boulevard, looking straight down at Grauman's Chinese Theater, and you are heading towards the castle at the end of the street, just like Main Street at Magic Kingdom. And I took a left on Hollywood Boulevard just to show that they're not changing anything in this little area of Echo Lake. So both Maroon Studios sign and Peavy's Polar Pipeline are here to stay. This whole area is not going to get any changes to it as we know. They could come in tomorrow and do a whole new project here. But as far as the public knows, Echo Lake, 50s Prime Time, Hollywood and Vine, and Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular is all here to stay. The Adventure Outpost here has not had any updates or changes to it, and neither have the vehicles, the screen-used vehicles. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade tank right here. This is the tank. I believe this was on the backlot tour at one point. It's very, very big. It's very large. It goes way back there. But this is the tank, the screen-used tank from Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. And I'm wondering if this vehicle was also used in Last Crusade. But we know that this, for sure, is the tank. It matches up on a lot of the screen. Like if you take a picture of this and then you go and watch the movie, you can match up little things like all the indentions and like the bolts and everything on it. It's kind of cool. And I love that Disney's Hollywood Studios got it. This area over here is kind of timeless. It's untouched. In my opinion, it's perfect. Echo Lake is perfect. You still have Gertie, you still have 50s prime time. I wish the Adventure Outpost would open up for the Indiana Jones fans. Just put permanent merchandise in there, and I think it would be great. I don't know. You could have meetups and things inside there. There's a big fandom for Indy, and I believe this park could take control of that and be a place in Orlando for those fans, but they just have to kind of crack the whip, if you will, instead of saying pull the trigger. And this is perfection. Look at that! Gertie. It's so good. I love this area, and I'm so glad that they're not changing this. Now let's head over to where they're going to do some changes. Well, I just walked into the Backlot Express over here to show you some things that I love inside this place, because it's not touched yet. They haven't changed a bunch over there, and they really haven't done much to Star Wars over here with Star Tours. Like, they haven't added anything. They haven't really done anything with the stage. Sometimes they'll do photos, but I don't know if that show is ever coming back. I don't know what they'll do with this area. I have a feeling they're going to change this whole area, to be honest with you. But like I was saying, I was over here trying to show this, but this place is absolutely slammed because people start getting lunch at around 10:30 when this place opens up. They come in right as it opens. So the days of getting here early are kind of a thing of the past. Everyone knows about that secret. The old secret was you go to the quick service as soon as it opens. And you eat there kind of early in the day, but then you're full and the lines at noon are insane. You've already done it. But I'm wondering what they're going to do to Star Tours. Next up, we have, Monsters Inc. Monstropolis is coming. Are they going to keep this here? Are they really going to keep this here after they move, Launch Bay out of this park and everything? I don't know. It's so weird that there's a Monstropolis that's in between two lands. A galaxy far, far away. I have a feeling that's going to change. Yeah, this is where the most changes are coming, right over here. The former Muppets Courtyard, now it's going to be Monstropolis. You can even see in the distance a crane, because they're going outside of the park. They're going to go in the parking lot and build a new area. But I think they've already demolished everything they're going to demolish. They didn't demolish the Muppets Theater. They did, however, the studio store they demolished. And then they're adding, here, I'll just show you this map. This is what they're doing. See, right down here you have the Muppets Theater. That's going to stay. And then back here, this is what they're opening up. That's where you used to be able to meet Phineas and Ferb and the Cars characters. They're building this out in the parking lot area. And then this used to be Mama Melrose right here. And the studio store used to be right here. They demolished that. But all of this is still in the Monstropolis area. Even the Muppets Fountain is going to be staying. So there'll be remnants of Muppets here. I'm stoked. I love Monsters Inc. I really, really do. And so does my niece. And we have that connection together. And I love it so much. And I don't know. I'm going to miss Muppets in a way. I really will. I'll miss Mama Melrose. But I'm not mad about this. I'm really not. A lot of people are. But to be honest with you, I think this will be a good addition. Muppets needed some love, and I don't think they were going to give it, and I think it went out in a good spot rather than see it deteriorate. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean that I was upset when they said that Muppets was going away. I was totally upset. But I am excited about Monsters. Totally am. You know what I was upset about? Them getting rid of Ace Ventura, his show right here. No, I'm just kidding. I was upset about the Streets of America. I was really upset about that change. Still am. Galaxy's Edge is it's there, but this is the last thing we have at the Streets of America. My favorite building right here. Oh, they got some new drapes, like some new curtains on that. I wonder what they're going to be doing. Maybe they're going to have some projection, some stuff up there for the holidays. That'd be cool. Got rid of the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids poster that was right over here on the side of the Great Movie Ride soundstage. But as far as I know, no changes are coming to Galaxy's Edge. I think they are done with Galaxy's Edge. Now I'm certain they'll be bringing like the droids like they have at Disneyland. We might even get Luke Skywalker eventually. You never know. They might bring in characters and things like that. I'm talking about major construction. I'm talking bulldozers, tearing things down, changing things. None of that's going to be happening in this area, as far as I know. I remember like the last hoorah over here was when they added, wow, that turned on right as I walked up. When they added Single Rider for Rise of the Resistance, that was a big deal. I came out here with Adam and we both rode. Single Rider was awesome. Or when they added The Mandalorian, I remember when that was the big hoorah. You know, it's interesting. We live in a time where things are still brand new to theme parks, like Galaxy's Edge. Galaxy's Edge is like the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. That's been here since like 2007. People still have yet to see it. Galaxy's Edge, people are still coming to see this every single day. So it's interesting that the time we're living in, because we're seeing things from the late 80s, early 90s go away because those things are now almost 40 years old, and we have new things coming in. So we see a lot of things go away that were, you know, staples and nostalgic for us here, but then we live in this day and age where new things are being introduced for the next 30 to 40 years. Now, before you even make it out of Galaxy's Edge completely, there's a wall right here leading into Toy Story Land. Yeah, look at that. Big wall there, and leading over here as you enter into Toy Story Land, a little colorful wall right there. They're doing all kinds of construction over here. I don't know what. Buzz, it looks like there's some changes that are coming to Andy's backyard, huh? We don't know what though. And I don't think anything's going to be anything too crazy. I think the last big construction we saw was Roundup Barbecue that lies right over here on your way out or in of Toy Story Land, depending on which side you come in. You know, honestly, I don't think they know what to do with this area behind Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, the Pixar meet and greet area. It's always either open or closed. Does anybody remember when this used to be the entrance to Toy Story Midway Mania? No longer that, just a photo op over here now. But the ramp and everything to get into the ride and to leave the ride is still here. If you go right here, that's the old ramp right there. And right there. That's so cool, right? It's still here. And no major updates to Walt Disney Presents. They're still doing the Ariel live action. They have yet to change that. But I'm glad they haven't really changed this, other than a few little props that I've shown in past episodes. And now they have the entire map of Disneyland pre-opening. I don't know. I hope we get some new props and stuff this year. That'd be kind of cool. And they took down the mural of the Little Mermaid when they were doing construction and making the new show, but they have yet to put it back. And I thought you guys would get a new paint job, but glad they're still here. The mural, however, still gone. I'm wondering if that's the part of the big plan for our next spot, which is not the entrance I wanted to take into it. So here's some movie magic. I'm gonna cut here in 2 seconds and we're gonna do another intro. Yeah, this is the only entrance that I like to take into this area right now, because they are gonna get rid of it. They're gonna take away this arch here. I'm making a bigger deal out of it than it is, but to me it's a big deal. And obviously they've already started with the new addition to the Little Mermaid, a musical adventure here, but they're taking it a step further and they're giving us back the animation area here, the animation courtyard. And this is going to be all about the magic of Disney animation here. There's going to be a big sorcerer's hat on this. It's going to be a wonderful addition to this park. And then I believe they're going away with this, and they're going to add a new show over here. Right now it's Kit Animated. It replaced the other Disney Junior show they had. But there's going to be some big changes over in this area. Does anybody remember when this was themed to Aladdin? It was an Aladdin restaurant. You walked through Agrabah, and they had all kind of props and stuff, like you were actually walking through a real film. Not that it was animated, but like they had like props and stuff, like Aladdin's like magic carpet, and like some props like maybe his clothes, or Aladdin and Jasmine's like dress and clothes they wore in the animated film. Does that make sense? Like they made it like it was actually like a real thing. That was kind of cool. But I'm super excited that this building is staying for obvious reasons. This is the building that Michael Eisner actually opened this place with. This was the original animation building over here, the original entrance to the backlot tour. And see, straight ahead is where you used to go and get on your vehicle. And there's the animation building right there. You can still see the animation building. That's amazing. And there's the parking garage and everything. Isn't that cool? So this is going to be the animation building. Once again, it's going back to its original roots, and I'm so thankful for that. And the fact that we're going to be able to go into that building once again, the old animation building. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. And as sad as I am to see this go, change is inevitable. There's nothing I can do about it, so I just got to enjoy it while it's here, and then we can look back on it once again later on when it's removed. Now Sunset Boulevard is getting a little change at the very end of the street here. Some new friends are moving in. Yeah, this is new. Disappear into the night at the Tip Top Club, Hollywood Tower Hotel. I love the fake advertising in this park. I showed the other one over there next to the Polar Pipeline, PB's Polar Pipeline, the last episode I was here. And it looks like they have one for the Hollywood Tower Hotel. I love that. Sunset Boulevard opened in 1994. And right here, look at this little Earful Tower action. And when it opened, they opened with Beauty and the Beast and the Theater of the Stars, and then over here at the Hollywood Hills Amphitheater, Fantasmic, the nighttime show that's still here, and the Hollywood Tower Hotel, the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. And in 1999, right before the millennium, Rock and Roller Coaster opened with Aerosmith. And now it's going to be changing over to Muppets. But they're kind of keeping it the same. I think it's just going to be a Muppet, like overlay, if you will. So yeah, this is going to be a Muppet-themed coaster. Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem Band is going to have their permanent residence here. Aerosmith, your time is up. So they're out. G-Force Records is changing. It's changing over. It'll be exciting. It'll be really cool to see what happens over in this area. And they recently changed this over from Cars to Villains Unfairly Ever After, and they have show times starting at 10:30, and they go all the way down to 7:50. They even have time for other hours, you know, if they have extended hours in the park. But yeah, it's over here, and this is what replaced Cars. But this is going to be interesting to see all this change over to Dr. Teeth, man, and the Muppets. This has been turned off for quite some time now. It used to rock his hand up and down right there, and they don't have that turned on, at least right now. But I think that's all that's happening on Sunset Boulevard. All right, Bo, it's hot. It's in the afternoon, and it's time to go home. But you stay put, stay in your post. Maybe take a sip of that if you need to, man. A lot of changes coming in your neck of the woods. A lot of changes, but the heart and soul and the idea, the mindset that this place will always be the Hollywood that never was and always will be, will always continue on, right, Bo? I had no clue they did this. They have a whole parking spot for the family of the day. There is no family of the day. I wonder when they do it. But yeah, lots of changes coming to this park. It's going to be good. It'll give this place a fresh, you know, beginning on both ends of the park, with Muppets going now to Monsters and Rock and Roller Coaster now going to Muppets. They just moved across the street. Well, across the park. That's the way, you know, time goes. And eventually, I will probably, hate to say this, but eventually it'll all change. You know, that's just the way these things go. But I had a fun day. I hope you had a fun day. This is something I normally don't do, but I figured, why not? Let's go and do it. I can't believe we're coming up on the anniversary of Walt Disney World, October 1st. Man, I'm not going to be in town, but I have something special planned for the anniversary day. So we still have the month of September to get through, but my mind is in travel mode, and I'm planning all my stuff for my travels and all the videos and everything I'll be doing on that. So something to look forward to. I told you all, this year is going to get a little busy. Thanks for watching this episode. What are your thoughts on the changes coming to Disney's Hollywood Studios? Oh, as I was walking out of the park, the security guard walked up. His name was Harry. And he said, all right, folks, hope you enjoyed your day here at the Disney-MGM Studios. And he just cracked a smile, and I was like, my man. It made me smile. Thanks, Harry. I'll see you on the next episode. Until then, stay weird. Goodbye.